A game founder had left a will. In the game world he created OASIS hidden in the 3 keys. Who can break through the 3 game levels, collect the 3 keys will inherit his company shares worth $500 billion, and become the sole owner of the OASIS. The lure of the money made thousands of players flock to OASIS. Wade is also one of them. In addition to poor boys like him, the key was also sought by the wealthy IOI company. They have no name, only a number, and they pour all their resources into finding the egg, in order to take control of the OASIS. This level is called Extreme Speed. It is an extremely difficult race, and most of the participants in the task are egg hunters. With the fireworks blooming in the air, the race officially began. The heroes of all walks of life scrambled to rush out of the starting line. This is not just a simple speed game. At the same time, the contestants have to find ways to survive. They not only have to guard against competitors' sneak attacks, but also have to carefully deal with various obstacles set up on the way. The unbeatable Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park and the majestic King Kong on the Empire State Building, the front-runners have been eliminated by the 2 giants out of the game. Wade through a lot of hardships, looking at the end is near, but King Kong suddenly blocked the way. Wade had no choice but to give up. But behind him suddenly came a locomotive. She wants to throw her weight around, trying to use the turned-up railroad tracks to leap over the broken bridge. Wade saw the situation is not good, rushed to drag the rider off the motorcycle. Wade saved her life. After the race, he took the girl to a friend to repair the car, but the other party secretly mocked Wade halfway. Wade was not convinced, and started a heated argument with him. Back home, Wade was inspired by Artemis. He entered the game, went to the founder's video library, and rewatched the video that he had watched no less than 1,000 times. Just as he was about to leave, he overheard a quote from the video.
Why can't we go backwards for once? Backwards, really fast. Fast as we can. Really put the pedal to the metal, you know?
Go back! 10 seconds!
Why can't we go backward for once?
Wade dawned on him. He got it. He understood the trick to get through. The race began. Everyone is moving toward the finish line, but only one car stayed in place, and even hung to the gears. Just see him open a car door, slam on the gas, the opposite way. Behind him is dozens of meters thick wall. See about to hit. A door dark channel suddenly concave. Wade entered the green channel. There is no obstacle. The head is the race course. The Tyrannosaurus Rex rampaged through the road, and King Kong leapt down the tall building to block the road. Watching other riders being ravaged by the obstacles, he leisurely went around behind King Kong and sprinted into the finish line. He became the first to complete the task. The founder's avatar appeared. Wade was given the first key. There was also a clue to the next mission, and he became the top of the points list in the OASIS world. After getting his first bucket of gold, Wade went to the once unattainable Kryptonian store and bought a 20,000 sacred grenade and a 30,000 time cube. The latest body sensing device was ordered online and delivered to your home in the real world on the same day. Wade could not wait to open the box to experience. I don't think IOI hijacked the device signal. As soon as the line was connected to Nolan's office, the other side blackmailed him to hand over the keys and help the organization find the remaining 2 keys. Wade which could not accept, but the other side burst out Wade's real name and address. Aware of the danger, he hurried offline. I did not expect Nolan to really. A disagreement will blow up Wade's home. At this point, he was like a dog walking down the street, not yet slowed down, but was kidnapped again. After the sack was lifted, reflected in the eyes of a girl, it turns out that he is exactly his own game that longed for the goddess. The atmosphere of the conversation became more and more delicate, but to the critical moment, Wade hesitated.
Oh shit!
Wade's retreat, so she suddenly penetrated the second level of the clue. The clue said regret not to take that step, said must be related to the date. Several people rushed into the OASIS. They guessed correctly. The housekeeper told them to pass. It is necessary to enter the movie they watched at the time, and the founder of the date watched The Shining. The founder's date was The Shining, and he was a programmer. As the girl left, red wine began to pour into the corridor. It was not easy to hide in the room. An axe will cut through the wooden door. The second level of the Flash version of the escape room officially began. Dadong began to run desperately to avoid a flying axe. The danger again. The good thing is that Wade pulled him out of the scene in time. They found the founder's first love, to complete the year for him that regret.
Care to dance?
Do you know how long I've been waiting for you to ask?
Conversation just ended. Everything around began to dissipate, and gradually transfigured into the founder. They get the second key, as they had hoped, and the next clue to the pass. But at that moment, IOI found Artemis' real-life location, and she was taken away and put into the Oasis as a laborer, and if she dared to resist, she would be tortured by electric shocks. She is in the last level of the Oasis, the City of Ruin. IOI has placed a huge shield here to stop other players from trying to take this last key for themselves, and the spell is guarded to death by a soldier. Artemis had the bright idea to summon a drone and managed to dismantle the shield from within through remote control. A deafening shout erupted from the sea of people guarding beyond the stand. The ultimate battle of the Oasis began. Seeing the battle stalemate, Nolan also joined in, releasing a Kryptonian killing machine, Mechanical Godzilla. Iron Giant is not his opponent. A face-to-face was easily put down.
Daito, we need you! Daito, now! 俺はガンダムで行く。
Gundam came down from the sky and saved Wade, who was in danger, got up and struck a blow on the top of his belly. Seeing that time was about to run out, Gundam took advantage of the situation and plunged a slash straight into Godzilla's neck. The Iron Giant then took over. Artemis seized the opportunity to break the glass of the console and sent a crazy grenade. Godzilla finally fell, looking at the end of the near at hand, IOI, but detonated the bomb. A giant river of lava stopped the advance. At this point, the Iron Giant stepped forward and used his body to block the bridge. Wade they rushed across the bridge, but unexpectedly a shell hit the Iron Giant's arm. He could no longer support. Wade took out the sacred grenade worth $20,000.
Less. Then it's gonna cost them.
After clearing all the obstacles, the group finally arrived at the final mission point. At this time, an IOI member was playing Magic Adventures. He obviously passed the game, but still fell into the same as the loser into the ice river. Wade understood that the game pass is not really, but to experience the fun of it, because this is the first game to join the egg. At this time Nolan suddenly appeared, taking out the Son of Destruction threatened Wade. Wade did not have the slightest retreat, flatly refused. Nolan saw the situation without saying anything, directly start the bomb. In an instant, the entire game world players all killed, the server's player data all clear 0. Nolan looked at the blank leaderboard and smiled, but not happy for long. The leaderboard again appeared Wade's name. It turns out that the 25 cents the housekeeper gave him was a precious resurrection coin. Without the distraction of others, Wade could play the game without worry. When Wade found the hidden egg, the designer's name flashed on the screen, and as expected, he succeeded. The founder of Oasis reappeared and handed the last key to Wade. With the 3 keys inserted together into the magic door, a glorious house was created. The founder guided him that he just had to sign the contract. He could become the actual controller of the Oasis, but he knew the old man too well and recognized it as the scene when the old man had sidelined the partners, and Wade decisively threw away the pencil.
I won't make the same mistake you did.
The old man smiled with satisfaction. The original gilded house instantly turned into an ordinary room, and the founder changed back to his original appearance and solemnly handed the egg to Wade. The light flickered to the real world. Just then, Nolan raised his gun and pushed open the door. Looking at Wade with the egg in his hand, Nolan froze, but he was also a man of nature, and eventually chose to tie his hands. The butler brought a share contract, and Wade shared the right to run the Oasis with his teammates, and from then on the Oasis was given a new lease of life, and also provided for game maintenance every Tuesday and Thursday, so that all players could spend more time with their friends and family in reality.